Hello everyone, I am Varun Sharma, just completed my graduation in civil engineering. I am here going to discuss about Gardiner Dam, which is one of the largest embankment dam in the world and the third largest earth-filled dam in the Canada. So here are the content what we are going to discuss in this presentation. Let's start. Now let me tell you firstly something about the dam. It is situated in the country Canada and built over a river called as Saskatchewan River. And the purpose of this dam is to mitigate the effect of droughts as affected earlier and supply irrigation as well as providing electric power. It also helps in flood control, urban water supply, and recreational opportunities. The construction was begun very earlier in 1958 and completed in June 21, 1967. The overall cost of this construction is around 1 billion US dollars and working under the authority of Saskatchewan Watershed Authority. It is a the dam is of embankment. The type of the dam is embankment dam, having height of 210 feet. The length of the dam is 16,400 feet. Gated overflow type of spillway is present here, and whose capacities are 7,500 meter cube per second. The reservoir's total capacity is 9.4 kilometer cube, having the catchment area of 1,26,000 kilometers square. Maximum length is 115 kilometers. The power station, the turbines which generate the power in this station is around 3 times of 62 megawatt hydroelectric power. The installed capacity is around 186 megawatt and annual generation. This is very important. The annual generation of this power station is 1000 gigawatt hour. This is the soul of this dam. Now let me discuss about the forces that are acting on the dam are water pressure, uplift pressure, pressure due to earthquake forces, silt pressure, wave pressure, and of course the self weight of the dam, usually stabilizing forces. Now let me discuss about design components of the earth dam, and these are impervious core, pervious shell, filters, rock toe, upstream and downstream protection, and yes, of course, cutoff. Firstly, impervious core. At the center, it checks the seepage through the dam. The top width of the impervious core should not be less than 3 meters, and the height should be more than 1 meter than the maximum water level in the reservoir. It is constructed over a clay or silty clay, these type of soils. The pervious shell gives stability to the dam. It consists of sand, gravels, and mixture of these, means the coarse particle of the soil. Thus upstream pervious zone provide free drainage during sudden drawdown. The downstream pervious zone act as drain to control the phreatic line. Now the filters. The filter zones are invariably provided in all the earth dams. They are constructed of pervious material, and provision of filter zones at the downstream sides serves the following function as written: to drain off the water seeping through earth dam safety, to reduce pore water pressure in downstream portion of the dam. This is very important. What? To reduce the pore water pressure in downstream portion of the dam. The next one is to keep the phreatic line within the body of the dam, and the last one, this is also important, to check the piping of checking migration of the particles. These are usually we are providing 3 types of dams: the toe filter, horizontal drainage filter, sometimes we call it as blanket. The third one is chimney drains. The criteria for filters are generally a multi-layered filter is provided, in which each subsequent layer become increasingly coarser than previous one. Means the size of the size of the particles of the layer is increasing rapidly. Such as filter is sometimes known as inverted filters or reverse filter. The soil is to be protected is known as base material. Here are some clearly requirements which are written here. The filter material should be sufficiently fine and properly graded so that the voids of the filters are small enough to prevent base material particles from penetrating and clogging of the filters. The next one is the filter material should be sufficiently coarse and pervious compared to the base material so that incoming water is rapidly removed without any appreciable build-up of seamless forces within the filters. The next is the filter material should be coarse enough not to be carried away through the drainage pipe openings. The next one is the filter layer should be sufficiently thick to provide a good distribution of all particle size throughout the filter and to be able to carry the seepage discharge. Here are some criteria which should satisfy for the construction of filters, and these are the ratio of D15 of filter material to the D85 of base material should be equals to or less than 5. The second criteria is D15 of filter material to the same of base material should be come in the range of 5 to 40. This is very important. Now let me discuss something about rock toe. At the downstream end of the earth dam, a rock toe is provided by arranging around 15 to 20 centimeter size stones. The height of toe is usually kept 30 to 40% of reservoir head for keeping it safely and providing the for keeping in the mind a safety purpose. The rock toe keeps the phreatic line well within the section and also facilitate drainage. It also prevents failure of downstream of the dam due to piping and slugging. Now we are going to discuss about upstream slope protection. The upstream slope should be protected against the wave action and the downstream slope should be protected against rain. And the measures that are taken to protect the slopes are rock ripping, concrete pavement, steel facing, bituminous pavement and precast concrete blocks. Let me discuss something about cutoff. Cutoff is a very important thing. Cutoff is required to reduce loss of stored water through foundation and abutment. It also prevents subsurface erosion by piping. Some recommendation by IES 8826 in the year 1917 are given, and these are: the alignment of cutoff trench should be fixed in such a way that its center line should be within the upstream side of the base of the impervious core, and these are keyed into rock. The bottom width of the cutoff trench may be fixed taking the following factor into consideration, and the factors are: providing sufficient working space to carry curtain grouting, providing sufficient working spacing for compaction equipments, for safety against piping. Cutoff may be provided in the following ways. The ways are: by providing concrete cutoff wall, by providing cutoff trench filled with impervious material, by driving sheet piles, by curtain groutings, and that's it. So this is all about, we are discussing about Gardiner Dam. Thank you everyone. You are really a very beautiful visitors and very good visitors. Thank you everyone.